Hello, everybody, and welcome to the grand finals of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Co-op Tournament. We have got Team Orange versus Green versus Blue versus Jay and Backpack. I am Bruh Inc., joined by Baja and Blood.
Hello, hello. Yeah, we are both here to provide completely unbiased commentary as the third members of each of these teams.
Yep, so a refresher on the format for this tournament. We have 2v2 races, but each team has 3 people. And so this finals is a best of 3 series. And so Baja is a member of Orange versus Green versus Blue, and I'm in Jay and Backpack, but we both are doing commentary for this first game as only 2 people can play in each race. And since this is a best of 3, we're going to swap who plays around, so everybody plays twice in this series, and Baja and I are sitting out game 1.
Yeah,
So
we do have a doubleheader on the schedule tonight, so following this match, we will be getting Game 2 right away. Game 3 will follow, I think, tomorrow if it ends up being necessary.
Yep. Our comms may be a little biased. But what is it? This is Searching for the Light. This is our preset, so it's pretty much normal preset, except Dark World damage is increased by a lot. And so pretty much a required light suit, not necessarily, but we would probably quite like to find light suit here.
Yeah, it'd be pretty difficult to get through, and so we've also removed Cannonball from the item pool. With Cannonball, it becomes a lot more reasonable to take on final bosses on only Dark Suit, but you'd have to do the wall crawl for it, probably. I've not actually tried to do this on 14 tanks without Cannonball. It doesn't seem like it would be good, but
it is definitely possible. It's pretty tough. You can't get centered if you get centered. It's you're cooked.
I'm almost more worried about the Emperor Ring fight. But yeah,
they're both kind of tough because that's the equivalent of what it's like. You have what 8 times 14 seconds. Because I think you get 8 seconds per tank.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 11 damage per second. So yeah, like 9 seconds per tank. So yeah, not too long. But yeah, we do shuffle a gazillion E-tanks into the pool. Metroid Prime 2 does cap your health at 14 E-tanks. So subsequent E-tanks won't actually extend your maximum health, but they do give you an immediate refill on health, which can allow you to bail out your teammate if they are in a dangerous situation.
Yeah. So it's likely we'll be getting up to 14 E-tanks relatively quickly here. We got a hint for Amber Translator somewhere. And also the challenges. OvG has challenged to find all of the beam combos. So Super Missiles, Dark Burst, Sunburst, and Sonic Boom. We need to find them and pick them up before we beat the game. And then Jane Backpack has challenged the GFMC ship item. So we need to get that. Amber near Translator Gate. Okay.
I truly don't understand issuing this challenge when I'm not playing. The goal was to tilt me.
Ooh, gravity boost on quad.
That's interesting.
It's a very interesting hint. Missile launcher in Dynamo Chamber found at pretty much the exact same time. Actually, we do need to sync these streams up because they're quite desynced right now.
I'm not sure what Jay's comfort level with all the gravity skips are. I know for sure Nye and Sister Anne will have no problem skipping gravity if it comes to that. I don't think TGC knows the wall crawls for the transit tunnels. So that could be some interesting routing quirks if we do end up needing to get down there, because it probably forces our team to route, or team colors at least, to route in a certain way where Sister Anne ends up down there.
Yeah, I think we... I also don't know. I'm not sure. Like, Jay could probably do TTE, but I don't know if it'd be quick. Okay, there's the Amber. We knew it was near Translator Gate, so no surprises that it's right here. And there's Emerald. Cetrion is probably going to quickly turn around here and go back to Great Temple. Looks like Jay is also trying to head that direction.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now, Jay doesn't have the Emerald to know that this is in logic. Oh, he's thinking about it. I would just go if you're Jay. I don't know. Don't really know what he's waiting for. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if Emerald came
Charge
through
coming.
early enough, like I guess you could get the hint in Fortress Transport access, but
Yeah,
which
they have no
Chester needs to
idea.
get. Yeah.
This could be advantage for OVG here if this is a good hint. We did see a hint of a charge combo near a grapple point. Something to keep in mind since we are going to need charge combos. Okay, what's this FTA hint? Beam and stand cash. Okay, that's not a great hint.
No,
TGC is literally about to find that, and so is Nye. So
yeah,
that's pretty much a nothing hint.
Yeah, both teams following the
Abyss.
Oh, interesting.
It's either Dark Beam or Annihilator. We'll see what we have in Transport A access here shortly.
Yeah, I can. Here, I'll take a quick break from comms and try to get this syncing sorted out here.
What was that? I couldn't tell. Okay, our first suit. This suit really doesn't do all that much, actually. The damage, even with Dark Suit, is still like, I think it's 12.5 DPS that you experience in the Dark World. So, although it makes us take a little bit less damage, it's not a significant upgrade, at least right away. A beam over top an abyss is interesting, though. That could be the GFMC ship item, like pretty reasonably, if we assume that that's Dark Beam. Like Dark Beam is likely to be in an early spot. Most of the over top and abyss things are. Ooh, that was Dark Visor on Bomb Guardian by the looks of things.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, actually, I think that's a really good guess from Cat Human in chat. Yeah, Dark is actually in Logic right now. That's a pretty good spot for it.
Yeah, it looks like Nye's heading that direction. I bet he's going there. At least I hope he goes there. Morph Ball system near a half pipe. That remains unknown. Although that we would assume that that's probably Transport Center, but like not necessarily.
Yeah, one thing we did mention, this preset does have progressive grapple beams, so we do need to pick up both grapple beam looking items to get our screw attack. Just another way that the preset tries to force you to take as much Dark World damage as possible. There's a question in chat earlier about how much screw attack helps. It's I've not managed to quantify it. It's definitely worse than screw attack not in this preset, but it still seems somewhat better than like the.
Oh, there's the first beam combo. Sonic Boom in Hive Chamber B. So that is not the beam combo near a grapple point. We did get a hint that a beam combo is near a grapple point, which could be interesting. But there's the first one in Sonic Boom. Jay just picked it up. Cestrion is about to get it. Pretty, like, almost identical routing so far. Although, ooh, TGC is not going... TGC is not going straight to Hidden Cliff. I think we're getting timers synced up here.
Yeah, I'm working on it now, finally.
Yep. That's why you see some of the runners freezing right here. We're syncing up the timers. Okay. So yeah, you see Nye taking a lot of damage in the Dark World. Let's see, is this Dark Beam? It looks like it. Yes, that is a Dark Beam in Hazen Cliff. So that'll be somewhat of an early game lead for Jay and Backpack. Although I think it's probably pretty likely that we see Cestrion head straight there next. That Dark Beam does open up the possibility of NSJ Labs, which wouldn't be too surprising though. Ooh, Jay is gonna go take a look at Pod W here.
Yeah, not a bad plan either. So yeah, Incash 4 are going to be a little spooky on Team Color's side here. TGC heading into that loop, but won't be able to check it unless Cestrion manages to get up there really quick. But I
do think
necessarily work out.
Session's probably heading straight there right now, I'd imagine. And just given how long that loop takes, there's a decent chance that they receive Dark Beam while he's still there. Morbus is dead. Don't need to worry about that.
Question in chat: since there's so many E-tanks, yes, we removed a lot of missile expansions, but now each missile expansion, there's like I think 5 or so of them left, and they each give 50 missile capacity, as well as the main. So we're already sitting pretty at a pretty good missile count just from one expansion.
Yeah, what are we at? Like 100 already? No, we just got the launcher, so that's 50. I didn't see what was in Mining Plaza, but it's usually nothing important. Jay didn't seem to find anything of use in Pod W. We'll probably see Nye check Mine Shaft pretty soon here.
Yeah, curious how. Wonder if Nye will play like Mineshaft into labs, and maybe Jay goes to Jump Guardian or something like that. That could use some amount of sense here.
That would make sense. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that Morph Ball system near Half Pipe is a Spider Ball and Transport Center. Oh, Cestrion is... Oh, this could be bad.
Breaking labs? Oh, yeah.
They might not be thinking about Hazing Cliff right now.
Maybe he just wants to open this and then go to labs from the back. No, we're going from the front.
That's not a bad idea. Consider... If you're certain that Dark Beam is Hazing Cliff, that's probably what you do. Because it gives you a way out without safe warping, which we like.
He's definitely setting up for this. It fails, and it's redoubling his efforts. Interesting. I don't quite get this, but...
Ooh, that's a boost or... Oh, that's just boost. We don't have Cannonball. Now I'm finding a boost ball, so that is not near a half pipe. So now TGC saw Crossroads. Crossroads might be something. It might
be.
That might the Morph Ball system near half pipe might have been in Crossroads. So TGC is checking Transport Center, which is Light Suit.
Light Suit. Oh boy.
And once again, this preset deciding that no, we're just gonna immediately give you Light Suit.
Yeah, so now it's just regular preset, except you have infinite health immediately, and nothing will ever threaten you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the preset even turns down the priority of the suits, but Randomizer has a will of its own.
This preset kind of loves to do that to you. Okay, yeah, we're seeing Jay go here. Unai not forgetting Bomb Guardian like me.
And he's going to head through this like
would have gotten a look at Central Mining Station, though. I'm not... We probably can't get it anyways, even without Space Jump. It's definitely possible to get it, but I think it kind of sucks if you don't have Space Jump. So we don't really know if it's something yet or not, because he's probably not getting it anyways. Yeah, it looks like Nye is doing the in-cache 4 in the labs play here.
Yeah, honestly, I do like the decision-making a bit better on Jay and Backpack's side here, and it is working out.
Cestrion just reset, which is curious. Don't know where we're heading back to.
Oh, FTA maybe?
Oh, FTA is not a bad guess. There's Echo Visor in Storage D. FTA really is not a bad guess. Jay is heading Dark World, so I think Jay is just now entering Early Dark Aegon. Yep. Whereas Nye is now in labs. Messed up the power bomb kill on Dark Samus, so gonna have to kill her with some Dark Beam. Some Dark Beam action. Yeah, Cestrion is here. So this does look like a FTA play, possibly.
Okay, so we have... Oh, no. Yeah, no. We can't... I was going to say we have Amber and Light Beam. We can go at the Amber side, but there's not really anything to do over there, so... Yeah. No, we're heading...
Again, not sure if Jay saw the Crossroads item, but he's going back to the Light World, so this may be a play for... Like, Crossroads may have been Spider Ball here, which could allow us to get out of labs NSJ, logically.
Echo
Jay's also going to get Light Suit here.
Oh, right,
Which also puts Feeding Pit, possibly, into into contention for our space jump.
Oh, that'd be disgusting. Yeah.
I believe actually I think wasn't feeding pit, because just for a recap, when we did a group stage between these two teams, we had this preset as our matchup, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Space Jump was in feeding pit in that seed.
I do have memory of that happening at the tournaments. Yeah, it probably was that match. That's disgusting if it happens again.
Cat Human calling Space Jump and Storage B. Ooh, there's Spider Ball. Okay, so this does look like it wanted us to take a trip into labs. We'll see if FTA has anything. It's looking a little unlikely, but just based off of other progression, but like we do have light.
I wonder if Sestran like thinks that Hazing Cliff isn't in logic until we get.
Honestly, the light suit might have been for Hazing Cliff.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
It might have not been in logic with the amount of energy available, and so it just gives us light suit to take care of that. Though we will see what is in FTA and SDK. Okay, that's not ideal for OvG, but it's better than nothing for sure. Air SJ cannot be on Airy. It's really dumb. It should be logical. For some reason, there's a trick where you NSJ screw attack across a gap like at the top of Airy once you've gone through the Dark World. It's only logical in the Light World. In Light World, it's beginner. In Dark World, it's intermediate. And it's the exact same trick. So it really should be. Sank entrance is in logic. Cat Human pointing that out now. Oh, there's Space Jump. Okay, so Nye saw this earlier when he... Space Jump and Hall of Combat Mastery. Nye saw this earlier when he got Dark Beam. And now that he has Spider Ball, he can pick this up. Gonna go ahead and take out the quads. These quads can be menaces while you're trying to do this puzzle, because they can stomp you through the wall.
Oh man, this might take Colors a while to work through this logic chain here, honestly. We need to get over to we need to get the Dark Beam, and then to Mine Shaft, and then to Crossroads, and then back here. So yeah, Jane Backpack probably going to be way ahead to this Space Jump, honestly.
Yeah, Spider Ball was in stand processing, so it wasn't right. It was stand processing.
Right, yes. Okay, so
I think that light suit probably was for Hazing Cliff to be logical, because both suits were available without Dark Beam. This part of the puzzle is dumb.
It's so bad. Yeah.
It's kind of best to like wait for the lasers to start moving a bit and then lay your bomb. You give yourself a little bit more space.
Yeah, because the top one does move first. So if you give it a little bit of time to move out of the way, that gives you a lot more leniency on not bonking into it and getting pushed off immediately.
Yeah. This is one of the meanest vanilla items. Like, one of the meanest expansions, like, to do the vanilla way. Though that room you can completely cheese by just rolling along the ground and doing a ball jump. Here's Space Jump. So what are we looking for now? We have logical Torvis access. Oh, Screw Attack. That could get OvG back into this, because that was what, DMT?
Yeah, must have been.
That was a DMT Screw Attack. It might, unless that gets a hint. That might be a while before Jane Backpack ends up getting that, because I think Nye was the one who did Bomb Guardian. Jay hasn't done Bomb Guardian.
Yeah, and Hive Chamber B already checked on Jane Backpack's side, so it is just the one isolated check that only one of the players can do. So yeah,
that could be very rough for them.
We do luckily have at least the 3 translators of the 3 regions that we kind of want to be in, so we have a pretty good chance of getting a hint for it, but sometimes you just don't, especially with the all majors reachable. Stuff like the beam combos get hinted way more often and could take up your slots for the items that you care about. Now this time, the beam combos, we would appreciate some hints for those, but...
We would. We do have info that there is a beam combo near a grapple point. That could be a hint for, like, super missiles in Path of Roots, or in... potentially like Abandoned Work Site. Though, actually, if super missiles are there, that kind of bails out Jay and Backpack because they would know they need screw attack. Actually, no, they have grapple. No, that wouldn't even bail them out.
Yeah, see, it's pretty
They
wide
kind of
open at
need
this
it.
point.
They need either Nye to like just decide to do DMT, which honestly, there's a decent chance Nye does. Just with the fact that we have to full clear for beam combos, you probably don't want to be leaving DMT behind. They either need Nye to go back there, or they need a hint for it. Looks like Jay is heading this way. Jay and Backpack haven't seen FTA hint, nor have they actually gotten the item. And they'll also get the GFMC ship item now because Jay took out Jump Guardian.
Yeah, so
this is their first goal. We'll probably see Jay save in Transport A access, and then probably
have the option of pressing on into Sank entrance if he chooses. I'm curious to see if he'll do that. It's a pretty slow check.
It is a slow check. Yeah, that is conflicting whether you want to do that or not.
Yeah, you can get away a little bit more with being thorough and doing the slow checks in co-op, just because at least your partner's making some progress while you're doing that. But against teams like this, even that, you don't really want to be losing time.
These co-op races are usually decided by not much. Cetrion is now in Spider's Treasure. He's gonna get Dark Beam, but again, it still has to go through that whole logic chain before actually getting Space Jump, though he sees it. Jay's getting
being a little indecisive here as well. Saw him standing around for a minute. Must have been chatting about what to do next here. You can go get a visual scout of what Grand Wind Chamber without Space Jump. I don't think we're getting across, though.
It is technically possible, but that would be kind of surprising if TGC just pulls that out.
There's our Dark Beam. Alright. And looks like that's going to change TGC's mind here.
Probably heading back for Pod W. Meanwhile, we are actually seeing Grand Wind Chamber from Jay. It's an E-Tank. Gonna do some extended dashes to get across. This is logical, unbeknownst to them. This actually could be the beam combo near grapple point.
Yeah, supers from here? Nope. 2 E-Tanks. Now gonna get our first look at the Dark Labs loop here. Curious to see where Jay goes next. SDK hints are available now for Team Jay and Backpack. And with all regions being open, like, I would actually be somewhat interested in getting it, because like you maybe are in almost go mode minus the beam combos.
Yeah, there's Sunburst in Doomed Entry now, so they've found 2 of the beam combos, and they still haven't found the one near a grapple point. Meanwhile, Cetrion's going to be going through this logic chain for Space Jump. At a certain point, if Jay and Backpack don't find screw attack soon enough, they'll probably fall behind. We're going to see Phase on grounds from Jay, which makes sense. It is actually logical, even without screw attack, with grapple beam and dark visor. It is available. And we're actually only Annihilator away from being able to check Profane Path with Echo and Storage D.
Looks like Cetrion is heading to Mine Shaft, I think.
Yeah, he's heading that way. This will be boost. And then I bet he'll suspect it in sand processing.
Yeah, because Team Colors has already scouted at least Transport Center, or wait, yeah, and Crossroads, so those get ruled out. Not too many other early boosts.
Inghive Key 1. They won't need that. Where does Nye go now? Nye's already cleared out a lot of stuff here in Aeon. There's not that many options left up for him. Probably I don't think they want to be going Sank right now, so I doubt we see that from Nye, but Nye's next move is not a simple one. Maybe like Jay goes Hints or something and not Nye goes Torvis? Something along the lines of that.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, this maybe does end up working out okay for colors here. Like if Sisteron, as long as Sisteron scouts this, oh boy, as long as Sisteron turns around with Spider Ball and comes back up to Hazing Cliff. All right, I was hoping we would scout the space jump there, but now that makes it a little.
Oh, did
less
he?
likely.
Did he not see it?
He did not go to Sank at all.
Oh.
So we
Oh,
will
that
be
could
getting
rough.
Spider shortly. The question is, does that make Sistrian turn around and play Sank?
No, that could be bad actually.
Mm-hmm. Like at the very least, we probably only end up at like doing a quick loop through labs and then probably playing to Sank afterwards. It's not the end of the world, but it is that much longer. TGC's not going to have space jump available to him.
Drake saying that Cestrion definitely saw.
Oh, Sistrian's been to Sank. Okay.
Yeah, he got Dark Beam.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so this actually works out pretty well. Because, yeah, as soon as we see the spider, which should be one of our next checks.
Tried to do the puzzle without spider, he says. Okay, Nai is safe warped here. If Nai goes to DMT, they could be back in it. Well,
yeah, this might suddenly, despite all the divergence, if the two teams find the items they've been missing, this ends up being pretty close in terms of checks done. I think Jane Backpack has a little more Temple Grounds cleanup done.
Yeah,
and Nai's been a little more, like, Dark Labs has been done on Nai's side versus Sisteron.
Nai has done all labs already.
Yeah.
Now the question is, where is Nai going? Looks like Jay is going hints here. Does Nai go to DMT? Is the question.
TGC gonna soft lock here in Hall of Honor Dead. Although with the spider, at least Testaran can say, "Hey, your space jump's coming." You don't necessarily need to reset this.
Yeah, he'll know that he's getting space jump soon enough. Okay, Nai going this way. Does he go to DMT afterwards? I do hope so.
It would make some amount of sense. Like, Jay's already in the other direction, so it wouldn't make a ton of sense for Nai to follow Jay here.
Yeah.
Unless Jay's planning to reset, and I would just go straight to Torvis, I guess, but... this may end up working out pretty well for both teams here.
Okay, this is kind of a moment of truth here. Does Nai go DMT?
Oh, yes, baby! We've got a race.
Okay.
Love it.
Yep, Nai's going DMT. This does make sense. Specifically with the beam combos goal, you don't want to be leaving things like DMT behind. Also, Nai scanning that key bear just by instinct.
Yep, up until a couple months ago, those did have some generic hints, but we've pulled that out of the competitive preset for the time being.
Yeah. Currently, items cannot be double hinted, and since those key bears always hint in-cache items, it means that we cannot get a hint for any item that's on an in-cache if it is, if we have those enabled. And that's quite bad, as you can end up with some rough things. Like I think we had a weekly where it was like Screw Attack and Dark Oasis, and it was, you got a hint for it, but I think it was just a hint for like Luminoth tech in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like for all you know, that's just a beam ammo expansion or something.
It's not a great hint, and because it was already hinted, you could not get a hint for it. But yeah, they found Screw Attack. Jay is actually taking a look at Defiled Shrine right now from out of bounds to avoid getting punished by it. It looks like nothing. Or a missile, rather. And it's probably now going to go get hints. Seems to be a little confused on what's going on with Aether boxes.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Jay didn't do the like inbounds out of bounds, like the wrong room inbounds method of getting this, because you get the kind of free secret road to leave.
Yeah, he looks to be all right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we going back to the store?
Sestran with Space Jump and all the beams and stuff is going to stay in Sank, so we'll be the first to
was this something? Jay's ceiling warping for this.
Oh.
It's Seekers.
Oh, interesting.
Seeker's locked by supers. Yeah, I think it would make sense to see, because we have that hint for... Oh, Nai's going, okay. Nai's doing this. Cestrion heading in further into Sank. This could benefit. They missing out on Sunburst.
Yeah, that is the trouble. Yeah, I don't think Dark Lab's not going to be high on the priority list once you've left Aegon this late into a seed. So we'll see. Now maybe we find. Oh my God! And Dark Burst. That's not near a grapple point either. So
yeah, supers are. Oh, they're gonna find all the beam combos.
This could just be go mode right here.
This actually. Let's see what these hints are, but like we know supers are near a grapple point, and that is our last beam combo.
Yeah, and like supers lock out all of Lower Torvis, lock out.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is a
lot
crazy
more limited
find.
where they can be.
Yeah, I think supers have to be abandoned worksite or. Oh, what are these hints?
Hive Gyro, Poison Bog, Sank Map.
Okay, those are actually all doable right now.
Under Temple.
Doable. Great Bridge.
I mean, really, we can do everything except.
Okay.
Main Gyro is the
Temple
only
access.
truly bad one.
Under Temple. Two Under Temple SDKs, by the way. Okay, so Sank Map requires us to go out of bounds, and so does Profane Path.
Yep.
Looks like Nai's writing down these hints right now. It would make sense to see them just go to try and skip Annihilator at this point. Like, I think supers literally have to be Abandoned Worksite or Path of Roots, so I think Jay is just going there, and then Nai is going to go clean up SDKs, and that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are, like, that Dark Burst find is crazy, though. Because, like, that was unhinted. They just find that Dark Burst. Like, that is insane.
It'll be interesting. So Cestrion might be playing for hints here as well. We'll see if Cestrion does the Defiled Shrine check out of logic as well. But yes, even so, not going to be nearly as powerful of a situation without having any intel on the Sunburst.
Yeah, they don't have
hard
Sunburst.
for Team Colors to go mode this.
They don't have Sunburst. They don't have Dark Burst either.
Yeah, I would suspect Cestrion will pick up the Dark Burst while checking hints here. But the Sunburst is definitely a problem if it doesn't get hinted on path here.
There's a decent likelihood of seeing hints for beam combos with the all majors reachable.
Mm-hmm.
See, Nai is going into Sank through the front. Probably gonna. I guess we're getting like Sank map.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Not the fastest way into Sank. We do have the items to do it.
I assume what's going on here is Nai wants to go to Sank, Jay wants to go to Torvis. They're going to clean up SDKs and then probably finish with Profane Path. I don't think they had it. Yeah, they got FTA. I don't think they have any... Are there any Aegon SDKs? No. There are no SDKs in Aegon, so they don't ever need to go back there.
Yeah, that's also quite bad for Team Colors, because the incentive to go back and look for that Sunburst before you get a hint, or before you're just randomly doing stuff at the end, is going to be pretty low.
Yeah, this definitely looks like Jay and Backpack is taking the lead here.
Mm-hmm. That was an interesting kill of that last player. Like trapping him in the wall and screw attacking him.
Okay, let's see. Nai needs to get Sank Map, Sank Temple Access, and Hive Gyro. Jay needs to get Great Bridge, Poison Bog, and the 2 Under Temple items.
Strand goes inbounds here. Not going to check Defiled Shrine, so we will have a two beam combo lead here for Team Jay and Backpack.
Seekers were Defiled Shrine.
Oh, God, I'm an idiot. Yes. Where was Dark Burst?
Dark Burst was Accursed Lake.
Okay, yeah. So missing the Seekers is still pretty bad, as I don't think. Without a hint, I don't think. Cestrion knows the Seeker list, so if we get a hint for that as well...
Yeah, if that does get hinted to be in like a Flying Incash or something, it wouldn't be... Did Cestrion transition the room? Yeah, he did. Okay. Looks like Nye is not getting sync map right away, which I find to be a little odd.
Yeah, I don't necessarily mind it. Like, if your path's ever going to take you next to that again, you can just hedge on your partner finding you Cobalt while you're doing the other sync SDKs. Although I don't know if it necessarily works out that way.
Maybe they haven't. Maybe they're thinking, oh, actually, yeah, supers could be near a grapple point in sync, so Nye is actually. It doesn't have to be Path of Roots, or they could be near a grapple point in sync.
Curious that we're not doing Hive Gyro. Okay, Nye realizes. Yeah, we should go up in Dark World here, get Hive Gyro out of the way.
What is going on with that elevator? Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Let's see. Our supers, Path of Roots. They could be Path of Roots. They could be Abandoned Work Site. They could be somewhere in Sank as well. Actually, TGC's probably already seen Path of Roots. I don't believe it was here. It's a red key, though. Technically, supers could be Chica. What has it? Hive Dynamo could be supers, because that's near a grapple point. Although that's currently out of logic, just by Cobalt. Venomous Pond. You might see Nye take a look at Hive Gyro right now. Or not Hive Gyro, Hive Dynamo. Because this could be supers, for all they know. Although there's something here in Abandoned Work Site. It's not the super missiles, though. Where? Let me actually. I want to look at all the grapple points.
Supers could be here, I guess, huh? In Hive Dynamo Works.
Yeah, yeah, they could be in Hive Dynamo, providing Cobalt is somewhere. Cobalt would have to be somewhere not in Torvis for that, because we know once we enter Torvis without super missiles, like if supers aren't in Torvis, then yeah, Cobalt would have to be like in sync basically, because we've already seen pretty much all of Aegon. The fact that we have Echo is going to help us a lot here, as we can just grab this and then kind of just turn around. Looks like Jay is pretty much on a fast track to Venomous Pond here.
Yeah, the Seeker is actually quite nice here too, as well. Like Cesseron, when he plays for Hive Gyro, is either going to have to save warp out or go all the way back to the portal. Actually, wait, what's this save for? It's an interesting spot for a pivot.
Grapple point. Let's see, we are about to see Venomous Pond from Jay. That could be supers. It could be Watch Station Access. It could be Hive Dynamo. So, or it could be Chicken. So at this point, it's Venomous Pond, which is that is supers. It's Venomous Pond. Okay.
Okay. Maybe Nye was setting a save because he was going to do the Hive Dynamo Works play here. But now that Jay's found the supers, he doesn't need to do that anymore.
So yeah, so that's all 4-beam combos. Jay will probably go take a save here, yep.
That is go mode. Yeah, backpack. The clock is, gosh, even if they knew where the beam combos were, Team Colors is behind here, so this looks like a pretty decisive lead for Jay and Backpack.
Yeah, indeed. So this is like... Jay probably does Cash B Chasm. So... he's heading back to Poison Bog. Maybe he just forgot to get Poison Bog earlier.
Oh yeah, looks like
it. Kind of looks like he did. He did forget to get Poison Bog earlier.
Maybe he was just rushing the grapple points, but yeah.
Yeah. He actually, yeah, it makes sense because he wanted to rush the grapple points so that to see if it was there before Nye goes out of his way to do Hive Dynamo Works.
Yeah, that's a good heads up play.
Ooh, Cobalt is Watch Station Access. So actually, Nye is going to find.
Yep. So that works out well for Nye then.
So yeah, skipping sync map on that first pass through there is going to be pretty good for them actually, because they're just going to find Cobalt along the way.
Now, question
Okay,
is,
now we're seeing
does
Catch Me Gasm.
Annihilator turn up, or are we going to have to do Profane Path still the hard way?
That is a good question. Let's see, so I think Jay just has the 2 Under Temple checks left. I doubt Jay is going to do Profane Path. Probably going to leave that for Nye. What is... Nye has to do Sank Temple Access and Sank Map. And that's it.
Yep, and then Profane Path. So yeah, this could be... we could be done very quickly here.
Yeah, this will be fast. No, I didn't do the cannon strat right away. Oh, and he killed the head with that. That's pretty nice.
Nice. Wait, that killed the quad body too? That was so far away. Wow. Or did he boost through it? Maybe. Oh, did he boost through it?
It actually did kill the
oh, wow.
morph system near light transport energy. What is that? We've seen all the morph ball systems, right?
PBs were at...
Oh, yeah, PBs were Umos, so... Yeah, so there's Cobalt for Nye. That's going to make it a lot easier to do the, Sang map. Jay needs to get a little closer to load this room. It's too far away. Fun fact, this room is not actually a force load, it just looks like it, because the load trigger is positioned literally right there. Both items in Under Temple are SDK, so no question about that. Jay does not have a power bomb here. So gonna have to go and get some PB drops here.
Yeah, not the end of the world. We'll now have some extra for final bosses.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Nice scanning this in, probably in case it tells us about Annihilator. Chica's dead.
We only get 1 PB there? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, this is a pretty jet seed, all things considered.
Yeah,
logically, this could be
50.
pretty bad with Annihilator being somewhere, but it is something we can just skip, so we're not too worried about that.
There's a bit of a chain to get to that space jump, but from there, yeah, really not. You just had so many mages by that point.
Yeah, those beam combos were quite kind to them, actually. As they're just all in the way. Yeah, Annihilator cannot be on Tumos. Yeah, but we're not going to need that Annihilator. We're probably only getting Annihilator if it's somewhere directly in our path. Oh, this is clever. Okay, Nye is heading back this direction. So Nye actually didn't save after Sank Map, but that doesn't matter because it was just an SDK. It wasn't actually a goal. And so what we're going to see, I bet, is Nye pick up... I mean, actually, you probably don't even reset out of Sentinel's Path. You probably just escape. But Nye could reset out of Sentinel's Path.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this more than just like save warping and having your pivot save in Great Temple, but
yeah,
it is making some use of the shortcut you've opened up with Stank Hindrance. Yeah,
it makes use of it. Probably, it's not going to be a big difference either way. Like, it's going to be pretty much the same to save warping versus not. But if Nye does end up soft locking here, because there's a decent chance you end up with a soft lock doing this. If Nye does end up soft locking, they'll be all right. Because in co-op, you keep the items even if you soft lock, just due to how it works. So yeah, now they're at 8 keys. Only one more left, and that's Profane Path. Jay is probably heading to save warp and then straight to final bosses.
Yep.
So yeah, the DMT into Accursed Lake play very heads up, as well as just being able to get that sunburst right away for Nye.
Yeah,
They're
it was
probably going to be done before TGC or Satrion find either Sunburst or Darkburst.
Yeah, those were not good locations once the seed opened up like this. Yeah, no, really heads up play from Jay, spending a little bit of extra time out of bounds, getting SDK hints to get that Defiled Shrine hint play, or Defiled Shrine play, and then following up on that to check the Secret Locked Cursed Lake.
Yeah. Everyone was afraid that this seed was generated by Reed, but really wasn't that bad of a seed. It was pretty easy. Dark aligned in a flying in-cache and underground tunnel. Okay, well that does tell them about something. For all they know, that could be Annihilator too.
That might be our Dark Burst hint, actually.
Yeah, it most likely is, but it
could be Annihilator too, though.
It could be Annihilator though.
Yeah.
That Sunburst is in a bad spot for feature hints, though, just considering the fact that there's pretty much nothing in Doomed Entry other than Exposed Phazon, so it's quite unlikely to get a feature hint. Kind of the only hint we would get for that was a direct hint, like something is in Doomed Entry. Okay.
All right, here we go on that side.
Moment of truth for Nye. Oh, okay.
A little low, unfortunately.
That'll be a reset.
Yeah, this is a tough wall crawl. No real way to get on top of the... you have to work around some collision here, which requires you to screw attack out of bounds, and that is generally a no-no, because if you don't land on solid terrain, you will fall forever. Yeah.
Yeah, you can soft lock by landing on back face collision or by not landing on anything and just falling forever. So it's using screw attack out of bounds is always quite scary. But right here it is absolutely necessary in order to get this item without Annihilator Beam. So let's see. Now I took a save at Hive Gyro recently.
Yeah, we're seeing the punish of these beam combos here on TGC side, doing these plaza checks. Makes perfect sense, but these are quite slow and not the answer. So this is quite a bit of time loss for Team Colors here. Doing these extra checks, looking for the combos.
Yeah, even that soft lock from Nye, they still have quite the advantage here. As OvG is still looking for 2 more beam combos, and they're down 3 SCKs.
Sister is done and sank, so we'll be curious to see where he opts to go next. Aegon would be
heading
good
in the
at
direction
least.
of Aegon, yeah.
Yeah.
So he could end up with Sunburst here pretty soon. Not sure if Cetrion did Hive Gyro. Yeah, it could be. If Cetrion didn't do Hive Gyro, could be going for that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now he's taking a save here. Yeah, this way, if Nye soft locks again, he'll be right next to the place.
Yeah, this is part of why I favor just save warping to get here, is because this is a good pivot or a good save to have, just because it's a quick walk back if you do mess it up. But Nye perhaps confident in or was pretty confident in hitting it first try, because I know Nye's good at this. Made the vid.
Yeah, Nye was close to getting it too, but just didn't quite get it. But with the lead they currently have, they are quite alright. But Jay would have been already on final bosses had Nye gone that first try. Might have even been on the escape by now. Yeah, so this is going to cost them several minutes. It's going to cost them basically twice the amount of time, since they're both just waiting right now. It's about I don't know. I think it's probably 4-ish minutes that Nye lost to that, but we have to double that, so it's about 8 minutes of total time lost. But
Jay spelling some words there. I didn't catch it. I'm just going to assume he wrote M.
M.
boy, Hive entrance. Honestly, good check too. With if they got that Dark Blinding cash hint, this is a good check.
This could be Annihilator, for all we know. Dank entrance.
It is funny to me that every time our team issues a challenge about like find these extra doodads that aren't required for go mode, we never find them. I don't think we were winning this race even like without this challenge, but it is funny to me that every time we require extra pickups, we just cannot find them.
Your challenge made sure you weren't winning it.
Yeah.
Okay. Moment of Truth 2 for Nye coming up soon.
Although I say that, and like maybe if Sestron first tries Profane Path, and we're not spending all this time looking for beam combos, maybe this gets close.
This actually got almost less cursed fire stars. We got quite a jet seed. Okay, here comes Nye again.
Looks better heights.
Oh, what is that bonk? Oh, that bonk is mean. Oh, they're going to be panicking here. They still have quite the lead, but they will be afraid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so easy to imagine ways that your opponent played the seed perfectly, and it's so hard to imagine ways that they have messed up.
Yeah. I mean, even in their minds, they're like, even if you think about the ways that your opponent could have messed it up, they probably don't think they're this far ahead to the point where like they can afford to fail this multiple times. That's actually Cetrion submitted game 2 incorrectly. It's actually presets 1, 2, and 4 that are banned, and not 1, 2, and or 1, 3, and 4 that are banned.
Are you telling me I can't pick door Rando? Oh my god!
And 1, 3, and 5 that are. Preset 5 is available to be chosen, but preset 4 is not.
Yeah, we have alt settings, pick your poison, bosses, and one-way elevator shuffle.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's definitely easy to just assume that your opponent did everything you did except executed every trick perfectly.
Yeah, we are. I was not going to be having door lock Rando in the finals.
Yeah, that is fair.
Okay, take 3 for Nye here. Has kind of gotten like scammed both of the times, honestly. That bonk was really dumb. The first time he like kind of just phased through, like it looked like he was about to land on something, but he just kind of didn't. Yeah, the bans were 1 and 4, and then preset 3 got chosen, so that means that 1, 3, and 4 are currently banned.
Just a red key in Hive Dynamoworks. So around without that extra knowledge is checking. Yeah, just bum rushing all these Ying Hives here.
Yeah, going for
this may eventually lead Sestron to do the sequence break of the Seeker Lock and get a Cursed Lake done, and or just do Defiled Shrine, because that's also a possible cache. So
yeah, that'll
eventually we'll get there, but then yeah, the problem still is that Doomed Entry is just not an appealing check right now. It's getting to the point where it's one of our densest locations available to us. Like, we've not done any of Dark Labs, but still.
They would probably like to see TGC go to Dark Labs, since he's going to be the one that has done Powerbomb Guardian. I think he already has done Powerbomb Guardian. Actually, no. I don't know. TGC will be the one to have done PP Guardian, though.
Yeah, I think it's not been done yet. I think they would. I think they otherwise have every key. Profane Path.
Yeah, they would already have it 8.
Yeah,
but they would like to see TGC go there for Dark Oasis. So maybe Cetrion.
Oh yeah.
Sestrion probably goes and does the Temple Grounds seeing caches right now.
Oh, it's actually unfortunate.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nye's still struggling to even get off the Aether floor here, though. Actually, yeah, okay. Nye missed
like
the standable.
Okay.
And is trying again.
Sestrion heading in the right direction to find the Dark Burst. Are we actually going to take the portal here, though? Nye's out of bounds to collect the Profane Path as Sky Temple key here, given that we do not have Annihilator to solve the puzzle. But with some
Landed
tricky
on
out of bounds
position should be good now. Yep. Moment of Truth 3. Oh God. Man.
Oh man, I feel for Nye here.
I do feel for Nye. This is rough.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got to keep attempting it. Oh, Jay is heading out now.
Oh, Jay might. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even if you're not familiar with it, just having both runners.
Jay has definitely done the trick
attempts
before. It wouldn't surprise me to see him go for it.
It does cost you some time, though, because there is definitely a time advantage of having one of your players waiting here for the key. But it's kind of a tough
just
call
standing in Shrine Access here. Turning back around, okay.
Yeah, actually, another point. Yeah, you could also just send Jay out to look for things that could be
Annihilator. Yeah.
But yeah, you are giving up. Probably this standing right here and receiving the key is probably like a 2-minute time save on average versus getting back here from wherever random place in the world you're standing when the key comes through.
It's like 2 to 3 minutes that are just like saved just by being right here. So it's definitely not insignificant. You want to be waiting here if possible, but
Nye is good enough that each one of these attempts has a pretty high probability of success. It's just
they just have not worked out, and they're probably getting quite frustrated and quite scared. So, Sestrion's about to find Dark Burst here, and they're not too far off from finding Sunburst now, really. Still no Annihilator for them, though, so they would also have to do this trick.
It's a bit unfortunate now, now that they have found something in an ink cache that steers TGC maybe a little bit away from Dark Oasis, because that hint's been satisfied.
I do bet that they're, that is still, Dark Lab is still, basically...
It's a good out, yeah, for sure.
So they are probably heading there soon, but...
Because, you get to the point sometimes in these races where it's like, if it was just in Doomed Entry, our opponents probably have it and have had it for a million years and we're going to lose. And so you just say, okay, we're not going to worry about that check unless we have a reason to go back for other things. Because, again, you don't count on, the trick execution mistakes here. Nye is really good at this. And you assume that you're not going to get this time back here, but so that's how the races work. That's why we play the games.
Cat Human saying, "Imagine if Annihilator is Ing Reliquary."
Oh God,
that would be pretty mean.
That would be pretty mean. Yep, Jay hanging out, continuing to have faith in his partner Nye here. We'll have attempt 4 coming up in just a second. Meanwhile, do we see Aegon play here? No Sestrion not going. Where's Sestrion going?
Yeah, I wonder what Sestrion's going for next. They do have to be running out of places soon. Defiled Shrine is a little weird from them, but I think it could make some amount of sense.
Pretty slow for a one-off, and you've already satisfied.
Okay, now I finally got the screw attack.
Oh, very nice. Just needs to avoid all the holes in the ground.
Yeah, avoid the holes in the ground and just Sealing Warp.
Alright, this looks good.
This does look good. Although we are far forward, that is spooky. Don't want to fall off of this thing. And generally, it's best to be on the complete other side of it. Okay.
Nicely done, Nye. That should seal it for Jay and back here.
Yeah, Nye's gonna reset out of this. Oh yeah, that was a save after picking up Dark Burst from Centurion right there. But this
Okay.
does look like Defiled Shrine, probably. Yeah, he's checking out Defiled Shrine. So yeah, this barring some kind of absolute disaster on final bosses. So yeah, the Sunburst effectively sealing it. Nye took, I think that was his 4th attempt at the trick, so
I think so, yeah.
That probably lost them more than 10 minutes just on execution right there, but they have done it now.
Alright, I'm thinking my new challenge is going to be collect the Umos 1 item. Let's not issue any more real challenges.
Getting Seekers.
Yep, that's good.
Jay about to start on Emperor 1.
Yep, Rainbow defeated by Rainbow. We do cross the hour mark, but not by much more than this. Jane Backpack just gonna be a couple minutes away here. On all a pretty dang good time. Switch over. Oh man, I lost my commentator control page. Here we are. Get that some final boss music here. Just a sliver of health left on the second screw attack. Should be able to take it out pretty quick from here. Yeah, that's a good pattern. Got it. On to the escape for Jay while Nye rides the light up to start Emperor.
Almost a high five on the light beam here. Not quite. Well, it's possible
might be pretty close.
We might barely see a high five here.
Yep. Alright. Is OvG gonna play Aegon here? Teaches he kind of heading in that direction.
Though he's not headed straight there. Or is he? Oh, no, he is. He is. Yeah. GC's going there.
Okay. Should find the numbers for too long. I wonder if we're going to start seeing attempts on Profane Path here from Sister Anna, or if he's going to stay on the hunt. Honestly, a Reliquary check into an attempt of Profane Path is pretty good here.
Yeah, this is pretty solid. Nice. Will Jay get centered? Ooh, that setup doesn't look great.
Yeah, a little
0 damage.
Yeah.
That screw attack setup also does not look great.
Yeah,
Still didn't do any damage.
Ooh, and we let him miss.
Yeah, and we get centered.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get hit by the force field, you get some kind of iframes of basically being able to ignore the pushback. So you kind of want to get hit while you're still on the ground, where you don't really get pushed back, and then you can jump up and quickly screw attack. Jay kind of jumped in early there, and then ended up not having the pushback resistance.
Yeah, you gotta get right next to Dark Samus and do that. Get right next to Dark Samus, shoot a missile, and then wait a little bit for the force field to come up, and then you jump back and then hit her with the screw attack. Jay's initial first screw attack setup was also pretty rough, as he screw attacked very early on, so Dark Samus didn't become vulnerable until after he'd finished his screw attack. So Jay did get centered, but it was his fault that he got centered. Which actually does happen a lot of the time. A lot of the time people say, oh, I got centered, but they don't realize it is actually their fault that they got centered.
Yeah, it is possible to do everything right and still get centered, but honestly, most of the time it is because you did something wrong.
Yeah. It is your fault a lot of the time. Okay, now let's see Nai's attempt at it. After this elevator ride, TGC is gonna find Sunburst like pretty much just as they're finishing. They're gonna get the info of there was Sunburst. Still no info on where Annihilator is. Ooh, Nai cannot hit Dark Beam shots right now. No, he's still got enough. The double damage.
Oh.
Centered by poor positioning.
Sestran does hate this wall crawl. I wonder if Sestran's actually not comfortable doing this seed without Annihilator.
What is he doing? Oh, he's waiting for Annihilator. I guess they assume Annihilator is gonna be here. Oh wait, they think it's. Oh no, I don't know if they realize that Dark versus Dark aligned.
Or yeah.
They don't realize that Dark versus Dark aligned. They think this has to be Annihilator, which it could be Annihilator. It's not. Could have been, though.
Yep.
And, yeah, Nai...
I should...
Nai got a good DS4 skip.
I have been
that is
fluid.
GG's.
Yep. Alright, we will mark runners as done. Get them in here for a quick interview. We are joined by our winners, Team J and Backpack Nai and Jay. Welcome in, GG's.
GG's.
Speaking of a top performance.
Oh, I feel so much for you there, Nai. I have been exactly in that situation, holding up like a partner in a race. Oh, it feels horrible.
I like the first time I genuinely failed it, and then the second and third I was like, oh, surely I don't have to cancel it bonks twice.
Oh, those bonks. Yeah.
That was pretty mean.
Yeah. In my last try, while I was reloading, I literally went and opened my own video on this, and then I saw it was actually cancelled, and then I got it.
Yeah.
You do not understand the adrenaline kick that went through my vein when I just heard Nice scream, "Not!"
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you guys are going to be freaking out quite a bit, because I think you failed that 3 times, but you guys had quite a lead. Basically, you guys pretty much immediately read that Dark Beam was going to be in Hazing Cliff. And OvG, they did find it relatively quickly, but they were certainly slower than you guys, which meant you guys had a pretty decent lead getting to Space Jump. And once you got Space Jump, Nai immediately goes into his labs, but by the time OvG gets Space Jump, they're already kind of moving on to Torvis, and they left labs behind, which meant no Sunburst for a long time. In addition to Nai making a pretty insane play to immediately get that Dark Burst, right? How did that feel, just finding that Dark Burst, by the way?
I was just like, okay, before the race, I told Jay, we need to be thorough. We cannot let any checks pass. So I checked the MT, I grabbed Sonic Boom, and then I'm asking Jay to tell me which checks over in early Tempogranz he hasn't done. And like, Accursed Lake is isolated. I kind of want to do that. And then I hear Jay scream Seekers, and I'm like, no way I'm leaving that behind.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw where Annihilator is.
Oh, where was it at? Was it Ingra Corey? Don't be Ingra.
Annihilator is on Spider Guardian.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, no one's finding that.
But TGC did join us as well. Welcome in, GG's.
Hello.
You are muted. Hello.
GG's.
Yes,
GG's.
TC.
That was a bit of a doozy. We ended up misinterpreting a hint. Because we started chasing flying in caches, thinking that was the Annihilator. And Sestrian forgot that he got Dark Burst from an in cache. So we ended up in a wild goose chase at the end, so we were gubbed regardless.
Yeah, Sunburst was always going to kind of kill us this seed. It made sense for Sestran to just skip labs with Space Jump being the last item in the chain and being able to do all of Sank. Speaking of the devil, Sisteran, welcome in. GG.
Hello, GG's.
Jeez,
I think the Profane Path thing was also a bit of a. As soon as we read Profane Path, we were like, we're kind of on the back foot already.
Yeah, unfortunately,
The moment I saw
this for us.
the moment I saw Profane Path, I knew we were hoax.
Yeah.
Literally, the moment we saw, I was like reading hints super early, like we were like 23 minutes hints already. And the moment I see Profane Path, I'm like, I'm just sitting there like a 12-year-old child on Christmas, like, oh, die.
Unfortunately, it didn't end up being that great as
No.
Nye soft-locked on that wall crawl 3 times before he actually successfully got it, which cost them about like 12-ish minutes. So this could have maybe even been like a sub 50 for Jay had they gotten that wall crawl first try.
12 minutes of sitting in service tunnel, looking at the race time and hearing Nye scream about soft locks. Man, those 12 minutes felt really long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jay and Backpack got a quite they immediately went for Dark Beam. Like as soon as they got to Aegon, they right away got Dark. And that kind of led them to get Space Jump early, which then let them clear out Labs early. They get Sunburst pretty much right off the bat. When Jay gets hints, he actually wall crawls and checks Defiled Shrine without Super Missile, so they get Seekers pretty early on. And then that enables them to go do Accursed Lake early, which gets them Dark Burst early. So they kind of had a fortunate chain of items, which just allowed them to get all those beam combos pretty much instantly.
Yeah,
I would like to say... Sorry, you go ahead.
I made a mistake by deflecting TGC away from Sank. Because I thought maybe with the Dark Suit plus, I think we had 3E or 4E. Wasn't sure if he is comfortable doing Hazing Cliff, so I was like, let me do it. But then I think when I was on the way, I wanted to do like a quick command center check and then go back and do Hazing Cliff. But then I got Light Suit and then was like, well, I guess I check FTA, and then that was bad decision.
Yeah,
and
so
took very long.
the light suit is what logically enables you to be able to do Hazing Cliff, I believe, at least, because like you don't have that many E-tanks, and with the amount of Dark World damage that you have with Dark Suit, I'm not sure that was logical. The light suit, both those suits were available with no Dark Beam, so
we kind of knew that. It's just that with me having done the Aegon like key checks, we opted to do a pivot between each other so I could go clean up the checks that I unlocked from doing Bomb Guardian and Jump Guardian. So it was a bit of a weird one. Like we could have maybe routed it when I took the light suit back, but I could have potentially delayed whatever we thought was going to be on ship or in DMT. So I think it was kind of 50-50-ish to a degree.
Yeah.
So, I think the bit though I kind of mistook as well is that I probably should have, when I got the hint for, I think it was a beam, a bubble, and abyss, I didn't think of Hazing Cliff immediately. So that kind of like exited my mind. So when I was in Vent Area A, I didn't even think about pushing for it, just as an off chance to get the Dark Beam early.
That was our big advantage. So Nye got that hint. I was deciding to stay in Temple Grounds, so we made me do the entire early games loop in Temple Grounds. And then Nye gets the hint for the beam of Top and Abyss, and I just get him light beam, and Nye immediately goes, okay, you know what? Let's just ignore all of Aegon. I am rushing Hazing Cliff. Okay, weird take, but sure. It's Dark Beam. I have eyes on our Space Jump. Where is it? Your favorite location. Oh no.
The thing is, the only terminal fall in all of Aegon is Sand Canyon.
Yeah.
That's why I knew it wasn't in Aegon. So I was like,
it was
immediate Dark Beam. And then we got rewarded too, because that let us get boost early.
Wind chamber,
Yeah,
because wind chamber and the wind chamber access could also have had our beam at some point.
Yeah, but that would have had a huge logic chain, and that was just a few easy checks that were just coming into logic. And here's the thing. Nai later on was like, oh, we need Spider. Nai gets a hint for a morph ball system close to a half pipe.
We have boost, we have bombs, we have power bombs. So I was like, okay, there are 3 locations: Crossroads, Transfer Center, Sand Processing. I'm going Sand Processing, you take the other 2.
And then I find Light Suit into, I think it was Missile Launcher up there? No, I can't remember. No, I think Crossroads was a red key, but I found Light Suit, which made me, I was able to clear out early Dark Aegon and then turn around into Temple Grounds, get Jump Guardian out of the way as well, clear out all of Temple Grounds at once, because Nai found Spider Ball fittingly enough to get me SJ just after I was done with Jump Guardian. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing a Baja style. We're going to Torbis! And Nai's like, no, grab hints. And for some reason I had the urge to check Warrior Shrine, which turned out to be Seekers, which we
grabbed.
The Fall Shrine, sorry. I'm a Prime player. Adrenaline's still kicking. Words hard. But we basically saw those hints and were like, okay, Nai, how consistent are you with Profane Pass? Very. I found the trick. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Super Scomo then. If at that time I would have only known that I would be sitting for the 15 longest minutes of my life.
I've not really got much else to say. I think it was a pretty straightforward seed for the most part, outside of, I guess, us just going the directions we chose to go when we chose them. So, is what it is. Rando do be Rando.
Yep.
Alright, you good with my pick, Sister Ed? He doesn't sound very happy about it, but I like this preset.
If you like this preset, I'm all in for it.
Alright, game 2. Preset 2, alternative settings.
Oh boy, okay. Sounds good.
Oh, no, that's quite happy news.
Wait, because you don't have to play it for game 3?
First of all, yes. But then the bad news is there's also still elevator cycle.
Well, if it comes to a game 3, y'all will get to pick it.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to avoid that,
yeah.
Yeah, pick your poison, or spin me right round, or bosses. Pick your poison, I guess. Literally.
No, what if I tell you I like my bosses? Huh?
Bosses is fun. It can be fun.
Yeah. It's like your average Echo Seed, not gonna lie. Okay.
Alright, then to game 2, I guess.
You all enjoy game 2. I'm gonna soon go to EP. GG's on the race, though.
Yes. Yeah, no,
Yeah, GG.
But yeah, so we'll start to get wrapped up here. Links to the runners in chat. Give them a follow. If you'd like, you can follow Bruh, Drake, and I as well. You are volunteer crews for today. Yeah, we'll be back on in just a few minutes. Race going to be starting at the bottom of the hour, so 20 minutes. Game 2 to follow. Alternative settings. It'll be me and Cestrion taking on Nai and Bruh. We'll have Drake and Leno on comms for that. Should be a good time. And yeah, that'll be on this channel as well. So just hang out for 10 minutes or so. Channel should go back up live again around then with the race in 20. So
we will be right back with game 2.
Right. Bye. To then. Wait.
You.
GG's.